Hi crafty friends, Melissa Minor here. Thanks so much for joining me on YouTube. Today I'm creating with some new products that were just added to the Bramble Fox website. I've got this gorgeous title piece that says This Life, and that's what I'm going to be using. Oh, here's my kitty Pepper coming in to help me work on today's layout. Let me pause the camera or see if I can get him situated so that I can keep creating. You know, it's been a while since he's been in here crafting with me, so I think I'm just going to let him stick around. I've got two 4x6 photos that I want to scrapbook today. And the girl in the pink dress, this is my daughter's best friend, Kendall. She is so pretty. She's a senior. And then there's my daughter, absolutely gorgeous, in her yellow dress for prom. And I've got two papers that I've already cut and distressed the edges that I want to use. Now, these are both from the Color Me Happy Simple Stories collection. And what drew me to this collection was the gorgeous colors. I love that really bright magenta color that's in Kendall's dress really plays with this collection nicely, or pairs with this collection nicely. And then my daughter's yellow dress, it's kind of faded out in this photo. It's really brighter than this, I feel like, but this striped grid paper here just matched, I think, her dress perfectly. So I thought this Simple Stories Color Me Happy collection was just the perfect collection to document these photos. So these are the girls all dressed up, ready for prom. So Kendall's a senior and Tatum's a junior. So we're struggling with saying our goodbyes as Kendall graduates. But I'm just so thankful for the friendship like theirs. They've just been so close through the years, and I know Tatum is really going to miss her. So I wanted to dedicate this page for Kendall and having a photo all of her own here, and she just looked super cute. All right, so I did print my photos 4x6 in size, and the paper that has the circles on it, that is 6x10. And then the paper that's like the grid paper, I cut that 6x8. And now I want to add a few of these little strips here just to give it some more interest on this right-hand side of the page. So I'm going to try to peel up the photo here and see if I can slide these down. So this was just one of the pattern papers that I just cut apart. I wanted the orange and the pink and the teal, so I kind of just cut those off one of the pattern papers so that I had that. Now I need to place my title, and so I'm going to add to this title, but I'm going to have This Life, and then there's some stickers here that were on the puffy sticker sheet in this collection. So I want to say This Life is Good, but I haven't quite decided the placement for Is Good. I don't think I want it centered like directly under This Life, and I wanted This Life kind of over there to the right of that pattern paper, overlapping the photo. I thought that was the best place for it so that it didn't get lost, and I thought it really helped it pop off the page. So with the Is Good, I'm going to mess around here with this for just a moment, but I think I'm settled here on Is off to the left, and then Good underneath, centered underneath this photo. So with the Bramble Fox Perspectives, these acrylic titles, they always have a protective coating on the back, so you'll always want to peel those up. So I just use a little pokey tool here to peel that up. And I'm still working on placement of everything. I am bringing in this fun stencil that has all these circles on it. This is a Bramble Fox stencil. And I want to bring in some Distress Oxide ink. I think I have, let's see, is this Kitsched Flamingo? I believe it is. Or this could be possibly spun sugar. Oh, this is spun sugar. So I just wanted a really light pink, and I'm going to have it up here to the left. Now you'll notice that when I glued my pattern papers together and my photos, I glued them together so that I could pick them up in one piece, knowing that I probably wanted to do some sort of mixed media, even though I wasn't sure in the beginning what I wanted to do. I love that I can move those around all as one piece to lift them out of the way to add stenciling or paint or whatever I want to add. So, and I think that this circle element pairs nicely with the circles that are in the pattern paper. So that's just too cute. I'm going back and adding just a little bit more. And then let me bring back in my photos and get the placement here. And I really like the way that looks. Ooh, this orange on the back is so pretty. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and commit and add some liquid glue. I do use liquid tacky glue. So I'm gonna give this a little press and then we can start embellishing. So I don't need a whole lot. My pattern paper is pretty busy, but these are some of the pieces that I think I want to use. Of course, we want to get down our title piece. And when I glue down the title, I'm going to use a different glue. So anytime I'm gluing down the Bramble Fox perspectives, I like to use Nuvo Deluxe glue. Not only does it have a strong hold, but it also dries clear. So if any seeps out around the edges, I know that it's going to be clear and I'm not going to have a big lump of glue showing. So I do switch glue just to add that down. That's like my special glue, right? So I'm going to add the cap, place this to the side, and then I'll use my tacky glue for the remainder of the pieces. So for these stickers, I did go in with a powder tool off camera and remove the stick off of the back so that I could move them around more like die cuts. And here's where I'm still totally not decided. Okay, here's where I think I've got it made. I think this is gonna look good here. I'm gonna go ahead and commit. I'm just gonna go with it. Let's add some glue. I've moved, oh my, that was almost a disaster. Thankfully, it landed on my desk and not on my photo. That's happened to me before. I don't know if that's happened to you, but I've added glue, dropped it, and I've had to reprint photos. Luckily, that didn't happen today. We're all good. All right. So here's some more ephemera that was included in the Color Me Happy kit. I've got this cute little camera, and this was when they did their prom photos. I've got this cute little scalloped edge that I think I want to add over here to the right, just for some extra interest. I like that, just peeking out from behind. And then I've got these cherries, and the cherries seem kind of big. I think there's some more cherries on the sticker sheet, so I'm going to try to hunt for those. There they are, and see if I can make those work. And the cherries don't have anything to do with this, but I thought that they were cute ephemera. I have a problem with when I scrapbook, I tend to be so literal about like every single embellishment, and I'm trying to open up a little bit and see past just the literal of everything, if that makes any sense. So I thought the cherries just with that pink color would be super cute. I love this little wordy bit. It says brighter with you. So you can see my titles. This life is good. And it also can say this life is brighter with you, or, you know, this life. I just think it's perfect. All right, here's the cherries. I'm going to give them a try. And I put them back for a moment. Try the bigger ones. And I think I'm really set on the smaller ones. So let me pull those back. We're just going to commit and add them up here. And I'm so glad I did because I think they look cute. Let's see here. These are available on the website as well. I've got all these cute little hearts. And I found these hearts that were in the same color that match this title, that match this life. So I'm going to grab 3, 4, 5 of these hearts maybe. And I'm going to scatter them around the page. Now these also have a protective coating, so I will take that protective coating off camera so you don't have to watch me do that, and I'll probably glue them down off camera as well. But I'm just pulling out, I've got 5 here, and we'll get these stuck down, 3 at the top and 2 at the bottom. And now for my journaling. So I've talked about this in other videos, but this is a Hero Arts journaling grid die, and there's a Google Doc that you can use with it. So I typed my journaling out, and then I'm going to just glue this down. And I like to add the washi tape, tape it down. I like to use the washi tape at the top to hold in all my pieces so that when it comes out of my die cutting machine, they're all still in the die and they don't fall out, and that way they're in order. So you can see here I'm just pulling them off, and the rest of them fell off on my die cutting machine. So I've got my journaling strips. I do need to figure out where I want to place those. I wasn't quite set on where I wanted them, but I'm going to start trimming them down with my scissors, And then I will work with placement. Most of these are about the right length, but I do need to trim that. Let's see, I needed to trim that bottom one, and I'll see if there's any others that I can trim. So at first I thought I wanted the journaling at the bottom, but there's just not enough room. So it has to go up here. And that's the whole reason we scrapbook, right? Is to remember the memories. And part of the memories is the storytelling and adding the journaling on for the storytelling. So I have really been trying hard to make sure that my journaling gets on each of the pages that I make. Because you know what happens after you make the layout and put it in the album? I rarely go back and add that journaling later. So really here's where I'm trying to fit it at the bottom, and it's just not going to fit. So off camera, I committed to gluing it down at the top, and I'm also adding this cute little orange to bring a little more orange color that says Joyful Heart, and I like that. And now I'm looking back at the sticker sheet to see if there's anything else that I want to add. And I did find another scalloped border. And I think that by adding this over here to the left, it just balances it out because I've got a scallop border on the right. And now I've got one over here on the left. So that is going to wrap up today's layout. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up button. If you're new, I hope you'll subscribe and come back. And if you don't already follow me on Facebook and on Instagram, I would love for you to follow me on those platforms as well. If you have any questions about Bramble Fox, leave them down below and I'll get back to you. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!